Good morning, this is Liz. I'm a cottagecore style digital nomad traveling Europe. Thank you for joining me again. Today, we are saying goodbye to our beautiful minimalist farmhouse and are setting out for a new adventure.
In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole, filled with the ends of worms and an oozy smell.
Being a passenger in my car must be quite annoying. I keep pulling over every 10 minutes for a castle ruin or something, and it usually takes me a lot longer to get to my destination. But I find it very important to not just rush by, but to stop and appreciate the world around us. There is so much to see and to explore, but way too often we just don't take the time to notice it.
Far, far away in the west, where things were blue and faint, and haymaking's going on, and picnics, they'll be harvesting and blackberrying.
We have arrived at our destination, and this is the most interesting and unusual place I stayed in so far. This building from the 17th century has been housing guests for more than 300 years, except the ones back in the day were not quite as happy and excited to be here. This place used to be a prison, and nothing about it fails to remind us of that. As a huge history nerd, I love exploring old buildings and learning about their history. Before we will be moving into our very own cell, we are lucky enough to get released from jail for a bit, so we can explore the beautiful historic town. Having moved into a former prison, I really couldn't help but think about how strange it is that a place that was once so scary can now be so inviting and interesting. No matter if I'm staying at a cottage, a castle, or a prison, it makes me wonder who the people were who came and went throughout the centuries. They all had lives, they all had stories, and I often wish I could hear all of them. I often think that they weren't any different. They were people like you and me. And it humbles me and makes me very grateful to know that out of those many people throughout the centuries, I am the lucky one who is visiting this place as a guest, not as a prisoner. As I roamed through the little historic town, I noticed for the first time that the days are growing noticeably longer again. Not only is this a huge relief if you need light to film, but it also fills me with such a sense of hope and so much excitement for the weeks and months to come. Alright, it's time to move into our cell. The cell is small and simple, but it really has everything I need. A comfy bed, a bathroom, a desk, and even water and bread to welcome me to jail. I love this sense of humor. I really wonder what it will be like to go to sleep here. Maybe jail can even be comfy. Of course, staying at a place like this is a lot of fun, but I believe there is more to it. Staying in a small cell with barred windows prompts us to reflect on what we actually need and on what we have. And strangely, having less can often give us more peace and more calm than having more. I feel a sense of quiet winding down and going to sleep in my little cell. Nothing distracts me here. I can just reflect on the past day and the day ahead. And yet, I have everything I need to be comfortable. But there is something else I have in here. It's not visible, and yet it's extremely precious. It's freedom. It's the freedom to step outside. It's the freedom to roam and explore. The freedom to go and experience this world we live in. The freedom to choose whether I want to sleep in a cell with barred windows, or in a countryside cottage, or in a tent in the forest. Staying in a place like this can really remind us of how precious this freedom is, and that we should never take it for granted. What's the most unusual place you ever stayed in? Let us know in the comments.